is Elia.
And my name is Jenna.
And today we will be teaching you section 4-1, Polynomial Functions. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to approximate the real zeros of a polynomial function, graph the polynomial function,
And determine the two consecutive integers that the root falls between.
So let's get
Part
started.
of the vocabulary you'll need to know for this lesson. Integer, which is a positive or negative real number, and a root, which is just simply an x-intercept. So in the first half of the objective, we mentioned that you would be able to approximate the real zeros on the graph. This is just an example of what you might see either graphing it using a calculator or GeoGebra, which we're going to get to in a minute. Whether or not the zeros fall on an exact integer or on a decimal, you'll be able to find that out by approximating or making an educated guess using these two tools that we're going to show you next. So we're going to start by using this cool computer tool called GeoGebra. Now I've already entered the equation into this input bar down here, and now our equation is right here, 2x squared minus 5x plus 1. So you can see that the roots don't land precisely on a specific round integer. It's not a nice and clean number, so I'm going to show you how to find and approximate the root. Now if you go up to this button right here, it has the dot and the A, you just click on it, and then you see how the graph then is highlighted. So you're going to click where it says function H, x-axis, and you're just going to click right there, and right here your new integer, or your root, has showed up, and it is 0.22 is that specific root. If you unclick this button right here, just click on it right there, now you can press on this one to find it, and it is 2.28, and that is how you approximate the roots on GeoGebra. Now I'm going to show you how to approximate the roots on your calculator. First, you're going to turn it on, then you're going to press the y equals button right there. So you see how nothing has been entered yet. It's because we're starting fresh and clean for our new equation. I'm going to press x to the fourth minus 2x to the third plus x minus 2. Now to graph it, you have to press this graph button right here. It's really handy, it just says graph. You're going to wait for it to go up, and now you see that it's made sort of a W shape, and it's kind of hard to see and approximate from so far away, so we're going to press the zoom button, go down to zoom in and press the enter button right here, enter again, and now you can see it's brought us much closer to where the roots intersect with the x-axis. Now to find and calculate the roots to like their exact decimal, you press second, calc, you go down to 0 and you press the enter button, and you see how right here it says left bound, so you press this until you are left of the x-intercept because it's going outward, so this is left of the x-intercept, and you're going to press the enter button. Now it says right bound, so you're going to go down to the right of the x-intercept and press the enter button, and now it says guess, so you have your two bounds, and you're just going to press enter one more time. Now you can see that the intercept is nice and clean, and now x equals -1. So now we're going to find our second intercept, so you're going to press second, calc again, you're going to press 0, enter again, and now you're going to have to move all the way to the other side of the graph to find the left bound of the second intercept. So now we're left bound because this one's going outward, so now this is left bound. Underneath, press the enter button, go up and press the enter button again for right bound, guess again, enter. This one is x equals 2, so this graph was nice and clean, and it came out with two very nice and round integers.
So in our objective, we determined the word consecutive, which means in order. So that's anything like 1, 2, 3 is just right next to each other. So in this parabola, we found that the roots were in between -4 and -5, 0 and -1. So we're just trying to find where the root is in between. We're going to do this problem two ways, once on a graphing calculator and once on this really cool program called GeoGebra. Another way you can do this problem is this really cool tool called GeoGebra. And so this problem is 3x to the fourth plus x to the second minus 1. And so as you can see up on the board, the roots are between 0 and -1, 0 and 1. So one way to do this type of problem is to do it by a graphing calculator. So I'll show you how to do that. So you press the y equals button, and then you type in your problem. And so for this one, it's 2x to the third minus 4x to the second minus 3, and then you press the graph button. And so for this one, you see that the root is in between 2 and 3. So you can just count with your finger, 1, 2, and then there's a third. So it's right in between the 2 and the 3. So you just write that on your paper.